And it's your first time here in Brazil, so what are your expectations? The fans were really excited about you here, so...
I mean, my expectations are high, so that's always a recipe for disaster, but I don't think it'll be a disaster. I think it'll be good. I think, I mean, since the beginning, I've been told that Brazil is where it's at. And I know that. I feel like, you know, all my first fans were Brazilian fans, and first fan account was Billie Eilish Brazil. And yeah, I was just saying, like, the first comments I ever got that weren't like from my friends was like, come to Brazil. And I came to Brazil. Here I am. I'm super excited.
Nice. And I don't know if you know it, Caetano Veloso, but he's a...
Right.
Yeah. And he wrote a song and he quotes you and your brother.
Yeah.
And he talks about the start of your career, like composing in your bedroom, in your house. So how does it feel for you to be quoted for him? And thinking about the beginning and now where you are, so...
I mean, it's amazing. I feel so relevant. It's so cool. I mean, you know, specifically like especially being quoted in a song by anyone is like such an honor, and especially when it's like completely a different world, I feel like it's even more of an honor. You know, it's funny that he even knows I exist, and that's just really cool that I have impact in more than just my own, you know, hometown. It's really cool to think about, and I'm reminded every day, and especially being here, I'm like, it's just so insane being in South America and like people knowing me and knowing my songs and knowing my lyrics and like being excited to see me. It's just amazing, you know, all around the world, like you can have this connection thanks to the internet. You know, it's kind of such a crazy world we live in.
And now you're acting, so
yeah.
How is that for you? How is this new challenge? Do you want to do it again?
Yeah, I do. I mean, you know, it's just got to be right. You know, I Swarm was right, and it was truly like the coolest thing I've ever done. I mean, it was just, you know, if I woke up from a dream like many years ago, last year even, if I had woken up from a dream and been like, Mom, oh my God, I had the craziest dream. I was in this show written by Donald Glover, and like, this is what it was about, and like, these were all the people that were working on it, and it was just so cool. That's like the kind of dream I would have, and be like, damn, I can't believe it was a dream. That sucks so bad, it'll never happen. And I'm just, I don't know, it's just really cool to think about, and it was super fun, and it definitely made me like, oh, this is cool. So, you know, I'm sure I'll do something else. It just has to feel right.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.